There are people who mistakenly think they cannot be deployed from where they are. They have a right. They are special. There is nobody who is special. There is nobody who cannot be deployed to another place. If you claim you have been doing a sterling job wherever you are, we want you to do that sterling job somewhere else, if at all. And therefore, we are not going to allow officers to politicize deployments. The deployments which the ministry undertook, they were done properly, and they will stay that way. And anyone who has been deployed, my advice to them, as soon as possible, hand over to the person who may have been posted to take over from you, whatever you are doing, and move to where you have been deployed to. Because we are not going to entertain anything else. Today marks a significant moment in our journey towards institutionalization of performance contracting for effective and efficient service delivery. It is with great pleasure and pride that I stand before you to announce the signing of the performance contract by the County Executive Committee members of my government. This transformative step is a statement to our commitment towards effective governance and the betterment of our great county. By implementing performance contracting, we are taking a bold stride towards fostering a culture of excellence within our government ministries. It is our commitment to deliver tangible results, improve our services, and ultimately make a positive impact on the lives of our people. The performance contract for the 2023-2024 financial year were prepared in collaboration with officers from the Public Service Management Unit under the Office of the Prime Cabinet Secretary. The Department of Performance Management Unit usually does all the performance contract for all the ministries, departments, and agencies at the national level in the entire country. The team from the Public Service Performance Management Unit was led by the Director of Performance Monitoring and Evaluation, Mr. John Magua, who has an OGW decoration. Why performance contracting? Performance contracting represents a powerful tool that enables us to streamline our operations, enhance service delivery, and maximize the value of the services that we offer to our people. It is a forward-thinking approach that focuses on outcome, efficiency, and accountability, setting clear benchmarks and expectations for all those entrusted with the responsibility of public service. Section 47, subsection 1 and 2 of the County Government Act 2012 provides for an establishment of performance management strategy by the County Executive Committee to evaluate performance of the county public service and the implementation of county policies. The strategy comprises performance indicators that are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. The county government of Kitui will use performance contracting system as its main systematic approach, where the 16 sector development priorities outlined in the Governor's Manifesto, which we have christened the Kitui Promise, as well as the county fiscal strategy and the county integrated development plan, and the budget allocations in the 2023-2024 financial year budget as our development of the performance contract. Objectives of performance contracting. Ladies and gentlemen, through this initiative, we aim to achieve a number of critical objectives. First and foremost, we seek to enhance the effectiveness and efficiency of my government services. By clearly defining performance metrics and targets, we can ensure that every shilling of taxpayers' money is put to good use, delivering the highest possible value to our community. Secondly, performance contracting will drive innovation and foster a culture of continuous improvement. By setting achievable goals and holding ourselves accountable, we encourage creative thinking, problem solving, and the pursuit of excellence. This will result in improved processes, greater responsiveness, and ultimately an effective government. This will also establish effective communication between the supervisor and the employee on the set expectations. With respect to the status of performance contracting, it's important to note that in the month of April 2023, we plan to focus on quality service delivery by embarking on signing of performance contracts for the fourth quarter of the 2022-2023 financial year. This was in three levels. First level between the governor and the county executive committee members. Second level between county executive committee members and chief officers. And third level between the chief officers and the directors. And thereafter, the cascading was done through use of staff performance appraisal systems. I'm pleased to report that since the signing of the performance contracts, we have witnessed significant advancements and positive outcomes across various sectors of my government. Through the diligent efforts of our dedicated teams, we have made substantial strides towards achieving our performance targets and delivering on our commitments. In the realm of service delivery, we have witnessed remarkable improvements. Our ministries have worked tirelessly to enhance the quality, efficiency, and effectiveness of the services we provide to the people of Kitui. We have witnessed improvement in revenue collection, streamlined processes, and general improvement in performance within the county. These accomplishments are a testament to the hard work and dedication of our employees who have embraced the spirit of excellence embedded within our performance contract. I want to take a moment to express my sincere appreciation to all the individuals and teams who have contributed to our success. Your dedication, hard work, and unwavering commitment to excellence have been instrumental in our achievements. Each milestone we have achieved is a demonstration of your efforts and the collective strength of our government. The evaluation and moderation of Q4 performance contracts will be done in the month of August 2023, and the announcement of the performance evaluation results will be done in the month of December 2023, where the best performing ministries will be rewarded and the non-performance will be sanctioned. With respect to entrenching performance contracting, it has been proven to be a powerful mechanism for driving accountability, efficiency, and innovation within the government. That is, performance contracting has proven to be a powerful mechanism for driving accountability, efficiency, and innovation within the government. It is time to solidify its place and embrace it as an integral part of the government's culture and operations. Entrenching performance contracting empowers our workforce to strive for excellence. It creates a sense of ownership, responsibility, and pride among our employees as they understand the importance of their contributions in achieving the broader government's goals. By providing clear performance expectations and regular feedback, we enable our teams to continuously improve, innovate, and deliver exceptional results. To successfully entrench performance contracting in our government, today the County Executive Committee members will sign performance contracts for the 2023-2024 financial year to commit themselves on the targets that they should achieve before the closure of the 2023-2024 financial year. After the signing of the performance contracts by the County Executive Committee members, the chief officers, directors, and municipality managers will be expected to sign their performance contract immediately, then cascade down to the other officers using staff performance appraisal system. The County Executive Committee members will be expected to oversee the cascading of performance contracting within their ministries. The expected outcomes. I expect the top leadership, including County Executive Committee members, chief officers, directors, and municipal managers to embrace and spearhead performance contracting within their ministries and departments. This will ensure achievement of our collective vision of effective governance and public service excellence that will have a positive impact on our county's socio-economic transformation as well as improved livelihoods of all our people. During my tenure, I will ensure that performance contracting is sustained with the sole purpose of improving accountability for resources and service delivery to the people of Kitui. The practice of performance contracting is expected to enhance productivity and accountability. Moreover, it will ensure retention of knowledgeable and skilled staff as well as motivating staff and boosting their morale. It is my belief that eventually performance contracting will propel the people of Kitui County towards the achievement of our vision, which aspires for a prosperous county with vibrant rural and urban economies whose people enjoy a high quality of life. In conclusion, the signing of the performance contract of the 2023-2024 financial year marks the beginning of our journey towards implementation of the ministerial targets set for the 2023-2024 financial year in a more responsive manner. Performance contracting is an accountability framework that ensures maximum utilization of public resources, and therefore, I urge each and every one of us to be enthusiastic and dedicated to improved service delivery. I therefore call upon all County Executive Committee members, chief officers, directors, and other staff to rally their respective ministries and departments and fully embrace performance contracting in order to achieve optimal service delivery. Together, let us embark on this journey determined to achieve exceptional outcomes, exceed expectations, and build a future where performance contracting becomes the cornerstone of our governance. Thank you. God bless you all. God bless the great people of Kitui. Is it the people who are crying for me barely 2 years after 2017? You were there when we had a BBI meeting here. I think that was either February 2019 or thereabouts. You were there during Zamba Kitonga's burial. You were there during the burial of the father of the Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka, where people unprompted by anyone they would, when my name is mentioned, be very happy and yearning for that leader to come back again. And as I was saying, if you ask me why did you lose 2017, I'll ask you why were people crying for me to the extent we are back here. And let me tell you one thing, it's because we worked for the people. When I was seeking for votes, I used to ask people, yes, I can hear you, you want me back. Why do you want me back? Why do you want to elect me again as governor? And you rejected me. Because I did not want to talk about the other things, like the vote was talking. And they invariably would respond in various places, in all the 40 wards and in many villages. They said because when we gave you an opportunity to serve us during your first term. You served us without discrimination and equitably. That was number one. Number two, and that is important, they said you are truthful. If we ask you to do some mulikamwizi in our town, in our market center, you are sometimes honest enough to just say, this year we don't have a budget, and you will not be able to do that, but you will try next financial year. And they said, we like honesty people. Not people mdomo mtamu, maneno mengi, unachekesha watu, but other than kuchekesha, mdomo mwingi, maneno mengi, urongo mwingi, ufanye chochote. What is the solution of doing something? One of the solutions, not the only one, is ensuring we have very clear targets at the beginning of the financial year. This financial year, I want to do ABCD. With the Ministry of Water, the number of boreholes you want to do, and where you want to do those, and how much will those cost, and where will that money come from, because you're mapping the whole thing entirely. And that's the reason why, even though our post-election government, which we constituted, came into office in February, the ministers and the chief officers, we decided to sign a performance contract for the fourth quarter of the 2022-2023 financial year. We did not want to start by what the late President Emilio Mwai Kibaki used to say, kuregarega. If we had allowed it from February up to the end of June, kuregarega, uregiregi utameza mizizi kaunti ya Kitui. Na uregiregi ukimeza mizizi mahali, kutoa nje inakuwa nguvu sana. As I said, performance contracting is just but one of the measures which people need to put in place. Beyond that, we need to work in a smart way, dedicated way. I don't like sometimes say hard work. You must work, you must be dedicated, you must be passionate in what you do. You must focus on your space, but you work with the others, because some things you can't do alone. But usipatiwe kazi ni hii, you are chief officer, your duties are very clearly defined, because you are given accounting rights, and those accounting rights have indicated very clearly what is your docket. And then unaanza kutupia kazi ya mwenzio macho na kuivuruga. Nimesema kinangananga, nikiona ama nikisikia huko namna hiyo, I will take that as an application to ease you out. We hope we will not come to that. Because when you are not focusing on what you should be doing, you are more concerned about what your colleague is doing or not doing, and you are not helping them to do it. And in any case, you should be focusing on what you are supposed to do. Then you are what we call bad officers. And we hope none of us will engage in that. The other thing is we must have integrity and accountability in the use of the meager resources we have. There is no government in the world, including the most powerful government on the planet, the United States of America, federal government, and even the state governments. The other day, US was battling to make sure that they pass certain legislation to avoid default on their debts. And they defaulted. The US dollar, which is the international exchange currency which is used virtually in many countries, will have lost value even more than the Kenya shilling has lost. So let's make sure we use the meager resources. Don't say hii haitoshi, inatosha kwa kazi ambayo umepatiwa. If you use it efficiently, if you use it accountably, it will give you a lot of mileage. Of course, we need to think out of the box. You can have NGOs, CBOs, the business community, the faith-based organizations, even academia. You can work with them to add a lot more value to what you are doing if you are short of financial resources which have been allocated to you in our annual budgets. Sitaki kuongea sana kwa sababu najua some of our ministers and staff may be going to or are going to Nairobi, Safaricom headquarters. They have invited some of us in order to acquaint ourselves with the matters pertaining to my county hub, my county application. So we'll proceed as follows. I have in advance, and because of the need to finish this as early as possible, I have signed some of the performance contract myself, so I will ask Francisca to give those out, and then I will ask 3 ministries, the ministers, to come out here so that they can sign, or we can sign their performance contract. That will include our deputy governor, who is also the minister or county executive committee member responsible for tourism and hospitality, as well as performance contracts and emergency issues. Is it proper to have a deputy deputy governor as a minister? Yes. And that is a capital yes. We saw deputy governors complaining all over the country, saying they have not been assigned any portfolio. Wanaingia ni kunywa chai, kusoma magazeti, now you know when somebody is idle, what else follows. Hiyo ingine ina follow pia. Hapa kwetu tumesema hatutafanya namna hiyo. Our deputy governor, as provided for in the Constitution of Kenya 2010 and the County Governments Act, read them. I, as the governor, have decided to assign him portfolios, actually number of portfolios, and not only that, to assign chief officers, 2 chief officers to work with him. One responsible to tourism and hospitality, the other one for performance contracting and emergency. We hope, trust and pray that space we have accorded him will help him grow to the extent, just like the previous deputy governor I had, who is now the cabinet secretary for tourism, heritage and wildlife, Penina Malonza. He can also be seen. Those of you who recall very well when she was being vetted, she was asked, tell us what you have done before. And the main question, what have you done before in the public space? Because to be a cabinet secretary, that is public service at the helm. And they want to know, do you have any experience? I'm only cut and paste. And she was able to talk about having been a deputy governor here, and having been responsible for performance contracting, and having done that well, and she did that well. Those of you who are here then would recall, we used to meet at Idokwe, where the performance will be, the results will be announced, and the performance will be rewarded, and the non-performance, we didn't sack anyone, but of course we did not reward them with anything, but we told them in writing to have their game. Okay? We told them to have their game. So please, it helps for a deputy governor to be given a specific portfolio. Usiseme amekuwa reduce, hakuna reduction, amewekwa juu. Kukaa bure. You have a vehicle, you have there is this guy who is part of his, that guy who follows him around. At least he follows him and there are things to report. Kwa hivyo, hiyo tutafanya, kwa hivyo deputy governor atakuweko, and then I normally take one lady minister and one gentleman. So this time round I've settled for the lady minister being the lady minister for trade na mambo ingine. You know, she has a big portfolio. Trade, industry, MSMEs, that is micro, small and medium enterprises, innovation and cooperative. It's a big portfolio. It is very key in the transformation of our people. When you are in Mombasa with the county assembly members and ministers and